My name is Malcolm MacGregor, and I've been working representing victims of injury throughout Northeastern Pennsylvania now for over 35 years.
My name is Terry Nealon. I'm a partner here at McDonald & MacGregor, and I have been practicing here for a little bit over 5 years. My father was a personal injury plaintiff's trial attorney himself. He's been a judge now for about 30 years, and my grandfather also was a judge as well, so I guess you could say I grew up in it. My grandfather's name is on the federal building here in downtown Scranton. He was the longest serving federal judge in the history of the United States of America.
We wanted to have a smaller firm that would be dedicated to victims of injury in Northeastern Pennsylvania, that would be wholly attentive and focused on putting the client's life back together.
The difference between a big firm and a small firm. A big firm, you might get lost in the weeds there. A small boutique-sized firm like ours, you're going to get personalized service. You're going to always be able to get in touch with one of us. I can't even tell you how many clients' phone numbers I have.
When a client will call our office or come into our office, we make it a point that someone talks to a client. We don't have an answering service. We don't have an automated system. They're going to talk to someone.
In the 38 years that I've been working with Malcolm, we've seen a variety of different clients come through, whether they call on the phone or walk through the door, workers' compensation, medical malpractice, motor vehicle accident, any types of those cases that we can offer assistance to the clients, we're more than happy to do so.
There's not a lot of us here, so it's more like a family. I think that gives a potential client some ease, knowing that they're part of our family then. They become part of us, especially our medical malpractice clients. They're with us for a long time and they've been through a lot, so we become very close with them.
Most clients come in and the first thing they say to you is, I'm not the type of person to sue. Something terrible has happened to them or a loved one. Maybe a friend or a neighbor has said you should talk to a lawyer, and they're coming in and are really very vulnerable, and they're trying to figure out, how can I get my life back on track? Can a lawyer help me do it?
Because I'm handling the phone, I hear a lot of people contacting us for the first time, and I can hear that sort of anxiety in their voice. A lot of times it's people's first time contacting an attorney. It can be very traumatic, talking about, whether it's a car accident or medical malpractice. I see it in our staff that they do a really great job at, comforting people, at validating their feelings, at making them feel at ease as best as they can, even through the stressful times and even through trial and things like that.
So once we know there's a case, there's a very thorough investigation, and that investigation involves our lawyers, our investigators, our staff, including paralegals. It involves our nursing staff, if it's a Spanish-speaking client, our interpreters. It involves high-level experts in medical malpractice cases. We want to make sure when the client comes to us and they're already hurting, we don't want to tell them there's a case only to find out from a jury that there wasn't, or from an insurance company that says, hey, we're not settling that case. We want to make sure that we're building the foundation for the strongest case. So once we know it's a case, we want to jump in with all of our resources.
My job is to review the medical records from start to finish and identify all of those areas where things weren't either done correctly or followed up on, or things were done correctly but maybe they shouldn't have been done at all. I'm looking at a file right now. The one hospital medical record is 56,000 pages. So imagine an attorney trying to go through that and be able to piece page 1,000 with page 17,000 and how they connect. So my job is to do that.
As nurses, we're all passionate about helping people. It's why we went into a helping profession. I'm able to help the attorneys here represent patients who've been harmed and help them gain a sense of justice and closure to injuries that have impacted their lives and the lives of their loved ones.
I've gone to medical appointments with clients because they were scared, and Malcolm or Mike didn't want them to be scared, so I've gone to medical appointments. I've gone to people's houses to get chronologies done because that was easier. They say they work for their clients, but they really work with their clients because they take a really special interest in the client, and that's the kind of person you want to work for and work with.
our Spanish-speaking practice has really grown. We're very fortunate to have 2 top-notch interpreters. They've done everything from translating wiretaps in criminal cases in federal court to handling testimony, interpreting it in state court.
The difficult thing for people in the area who don't have access to interpreters but need help is it's really essential for them to have communication with law firms or whatever, or a doctor's office or whatever they might need. And sometimes that barrier between like conversational and more professional language is difficult. So having somebody like us here who they can contact directly to facilitate that communication for them is very important.
When they realize that I am also a Spanish speaker, I'm a Latina girl, I love football. We can relay. So I understand where they're coming from, and that's the personal aspect of it. This is not just a law firm. This is family. This is people that really care about them.
Working by my dad's side is kind of like a dream come true, walking around and seeing all the people that know him and have said, oh, your dad has helped me so much. And they truly mean it, and I can see how much he's impacted their lives.
Attorney Malcolm MacGregor and Attorney Nealon have 2 of the kindest hearts out of anybody that you'll probably ever come across. They're a people person first, lawyer second, and they pride themselves on that. So they're able to connect with you in a way that a lot of lawyers aren't really able to do. So
I had the pleasure of representing a wonderful couple. And at the end of the case, it was a very, very challenging medical malpractice case. It was hotly contested. This person gave me a box, and I unwrapped the box, and there was, and I'll bring it right here, there was this lighthouse. And I honestly didn't quite understand what it was at first. And then she told me, and she said, during our darkest times, when things were the roughest, you were our light in the stormy seas and kept us going, kept us believing that, one day we'd get through this, which of course, was very emotional for all of us. And, she encouraged me to light the light for other people. So now when we take a deposition, we'll have the little lighthouse lit there for the client to always remember, never forget, like who you're fighting for.